So what's the story, Sith? Seems like you know all about me, and I don't know nothing about you. You always this squeaky clean, or you making up for something?
Some Imperial thought it would be funny to shoot my kind for sport. I shot back. They wanted to kill me, but made me Sith instead.
Funny how those Sith work. I was an accountant on Moneyland when I decided I wanted a little more adventure. So I put a blaster to the head of the intergalactic banking clan and walked off with a few million credits. Been robbing and murdering ever since.
Well, it sounds like you made a good start. Just don't put a blaster to my head.
Don't worry, Sith. I've got a good survival instinct.
My most marvelous apprentice. It's good to see you've made it safely to Alderaan. It really is a wonderful world. So rich in history. It's a shame you won't have time to visit the libraries.
I'll have to make time.
I won't dissuade you, but keep your priorities straight. The artifact is key. Alderaan is a planet in the throes of civil strife. A usurper sits on the throne and all of Alderaan's nobles make war. Your artifact was discovered by the Jedi Order years ago, and given to one of Alderaan's noble houses. I don't know which one.
Any idea where I should start?
House Thul is allied with the Empire. Their young leader, Alana Thul, is eager to help you. Go to House Thul and speak with her. Hopefully with her aid, you can reclaim the missing artifact.
You know, you got a pretty nice ship. It's no Sky Princess, but hey, what is? I had a ship like it once. No armor to speak of, but you don't need defense when you can maneuver like that.
You're cute when you reminisce.
Well, don't expect me to get all nostalgic. That ship's space junk now. But it was a thrill while it lasted. Nothing like playing chicken with a ship twice your size and then firing up his tail when he blinks. Sky Princess was great, but she couldn't do that.
So why did you move on to the Sky Princess?
Nice as a little ship like that is, you just can't carry enough cargo. And you burn too much fuel jumping to hyperspace. Pirate's gotta make a living, and then he's gotta be able to escape when the pressure's on. But this ship here, best of both worlds. She'll fly like a dream, and then she'll jump away.
I'd be glad to have you as a pilot, if you're half as good as you say you are.
In my line of work, you don't live long exaggerating. You just tell me where you want to go.
My lady, this must be the Sith we've been expecting. I can feel her power.
Welcome, Sith. I'm sorry for the chaos. Alderaan is on the brink of civil war, but House Thul owes the Empire so much.
I am honored.
How gracious. If not for the Empire, House Thul, I would not be on Alderaan today. But our history can hardly be of interest to you. Darth Zash mentioned you're after a certain artifact. Am I correct?
You've heard correctly.
Excellent. Then I should be able to help you quite a bit. Allow me to introduce Morin. He's my personal Sith guard. He did some preliminary investigation after Darth Zash called.
Charmed to meet such a renowned and beautiful Sith. I began my research on a hunch House Organa close to ties with the Jedi. We captured and chatted with a Chamberlain of House Organa.
He confirmed that Organa holds the artifact, and that it is kept in their private vault in the Elysium.
What's the Elysium?
The Elysium is an ancient and majestic ruin on Alderaan, now reduced to a battlefield. Unfortunately, the Elysium is sealed tight, and the key is held by Nomar Organa, a powerful, revered, and insufferable Jedi Master. You are the only Sith on Alderaan who even stands a chance of defeating Nomar. We must bring him here.
Nomar Organa has a reputation for strength and power, but above all, for his principles. He is, by all accounts, the perfect Jedi, but everyone has weaknesses. Isn't that right?
Everyone has weaknesses, but especially Jedi.
I suggest you start in the library of House Alder. They are devoted keepers of Alderaan's history. Personal connections, I think, would be most useful. Siblings he was particularly close to, childhood friends. But be careful. House Alde is a close ally of Organa. They're likely to attack anyone from Thule on sight.
Sith, it is an honor to meet you. Did I hear it right? Did Darth Zash really send you?
She is my master.
So it's true. I'm honored. Really. You were part of that group of slaves they brought to the Academy for training, weren't you? They say it was you who killed Darth Scotia.
I've killed a lot of people.
Secretive, I see. Suit yourself, I didn't mean to pry. But if I were responsible for one of the biggest coups in recent Sith history, I'd want people to know.
It's enough for people to think they know.
Still, how did you do it?
I am incredibly powerful after all.
I can tell you're powerful, but Scotia was practically Dark Council caliber, so it wasn't just power.
Perhaps if I knew you better.
I certainly hope we'll get a chance to know each other better. There are other Sith on Alderaan, but it's rare to get the time to just talk.
I hope we do more than just talk.
Well, maybe we can both get our wish. I need to do some work for my lady right now, but in the meantime, good luck.
Getting a little friendly, huh? There's only one way that ends, far as I've seen.
He's just a toy. I'll play and throw him away when he stops being new and shiny.
Well, he don't look very new or shiny now. But then, all these nobles kind of rub me wrong. I guess it's none of my business, huh?
I thank you all for gathering here. Friends, family, everyone. As you know, this is the day that Rahana and I were to announce our intentions to be married.
No. What are you saying?
I'm sorry, Rahana, but there's been a change.
You coward!
I have a responsibility to the Jedi Order. I have decided to continue with my training in the Force. Off-world.
It's your family, isn't it? They talked you out of this.
Damn Organas think you're too good for us. For my daughter? You'd better be sorry. You will be sorry.
Keep me apprised of the situation, Ertl. We may need to take action. Ah, Sith. Sorry to keep you waiting. I hope your search in House Alde was fruitful. I've been anxiously dreaming up scandals we could catch the spotless Nomar Organa in.
Not really a scandal, but he was engaged once.
Engaged? Interesting. Jedi aren't usually the marrying kind. Let me see. Engagement announcement Nomar and Rihana. My goodness, this is juicy. It must have been somewhere between 20, 30 years ago. Long before I was born, but I remember hearing my nurses talking about it. The sister to the Lord of House Rist was engaged to a prominent noble against the wishes of both their families. The coward broke it off.
And here I thought Jedi were supposed to keep their promises.
I don't know about that, but the timing of this holo recording is right, as is the name, Rahana. Rist is a house of highly trained assassins, and Lady Rist is no exception. But she is perhaps most noted for her stubborn refusal to marry, and for the humiliations she pours on those who ask.
She sounds like loads of fun.
And more importantly, like she's still in love with Nomar Organa. And if she is still in love with Nomar, then you may be able to convince her to lure Nomar to Alderaan.
If arguments fail, I have other ways.
Whatever method you prefer, though I hope it doesn't come to that. But be wary. To reach Rahana Rist, you'll have to contend with the deadliest assassins on Alderaan. Good luck, Sith.
Good to see you again, friend. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a report to make to my lady.
I was hoping to get to know you better.
Did you have something in mind? My report will keep.
I think you can guess.
I do have some very comfortable rooms nearby. I could order us some food, some wine. We could talk more freely there.
Just show me where the fun is.
Good. Excellent. Well, that was very pleasant, wasn't it? But I shouldn't keep you any longer. You still have a great deal to do.
I hope we'll get to do that again sometime.
As do I. But I know I shouldn't keep you any longer, as much as I want to.
Well, that took a while. It's all right. I found my own tour guide. Sweet young lady that mucks out the Thrantha stables. Almost nobility, but without the stink.
Don't worry. I got everything I wanted out of him.
Good. Let's get that artifact of yours and leave this overblown pageant of a planet.
Congratulations, Sith. You've broken into my home, butchered my assassins, and forced your way into my personal chambers. Can I at least offer you a drink before you start making demands?
Let's skip the drink, and you can tell me about this hollow.
Well, well. Let me guess. You dug this hollow out of some dusty archive in House Alder. Let's just say that his Royal Jedi-ness Nomor Organa and I are ancient history, and leave that dead dog buried.
There must have been some good times.
I don't know what you expect me to say. Nomor Organa and I were in love. I'm sure he'd write it off as misguided youthfulness, but it's true. We were going to get married, in spite of our family's disapproval, and then he got cold feet. That's all.
Why have you never married?
Huh. You think I'm pining for Nomor Organa? Is that it?
That's the rumor around Alderaan.
Alderaan and its web of rumors. Do yourself a favor and don't get caught in it, Sith. You'll never get out. Anyway, what does it matter if I still love him? He certainly doesn't care one whit about me.
He cares more than you think.
I don't know. It's been so long. 23 years. Fine. I'll call him, and I'll ask him to meet me here. But I'm going with you, for my own safety. I don't quite trust you.
I won't harm you, or Nomar.
Let me bring him up.
Rahana, what a surprise.
I know, it must be. Nomar, there's something I need to talk to you about.
Go ahead. Anything I can do. Anything at all.
Not like this. It's a favor I need, here on Alderaan. I was hoping we could meet.
Of course. I can be there in a few hours. The old place?
Yes, the old place. Thank you. Do you really think he'll come?
I'm sure he will.
I can't believe I'm doing this. Anyway, he's agreed to meet me in our old hiding spot in one of Alderaan's underground tunnels. Here are the coordinates. Unfortunately, the native sentient insect species, the Killiks, have moved into the tunnels lately. I'll have to meet you there.
Ah, bugs. My favorite.
Yes. At least you aren't squeamish. I'll be using the shadows as cover, but you and that surly fellow will probably have to fight. I'll meet you down there shortly.